Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight. It's
Let's go! Let's go!
Third! Super Kick Party! Yeah, pay the money for that. No one. And of course, you gotta get the coffin spin. Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mike the Ref Twitch stream here for Wednesday night, March 20th. We got 3 hours of wrestling coming out of Toronto. You know, some of the things that come out of Toronto aren't exactly the best. You know, the Maple Leafs, the Blue Jays, the Raptors. I don't want to say the PWHL team, but they're already losing 1-0 tonight. Got outshots 10-3 in the first period by Boston, but I digress. But we're definitely going to get some good wrestling action here tonight. How are you guys tonight? How can you be... I think I answered it during the commercial break, but I don't know if you heard it, all country. You can't trust a wrestling ref. That's why you got to be here to keep me in line. So, they always have the Argonauts. Man, I'm all over that button tonight. It's almost like I know that there's a Chris Jericho match coming up tonight. Hope everybody's doing well here today. We got an absolute spectacular card coming up tonight on Dynamite. By the way, I decided to add a little friend to the desk here. I have one of those up back there. Just, you know, he can sit up front and keep center stage, and, you know, give a little more occupation here. And for tonight's card, we got the main event's going to be an I Quit match between Christian Cage and Adam Copeland, so that's going to be fun. Hey, Cameron, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope the tryout went well this week. Today's the best day. Let's go. Hope the tryout went well. Hope class went well for you. I will be perfectly honest with you right now. I have been sick all day. I have the box tissues, which the green screen doesn't like a whole lot. So then, of course, I got the OJ tonight. So, and of course, it's in an Oilers glass. So that's always the right way of doing it. And yeah, we got. So yeah, quickly back to the card here. I want to get to what's the Twitch meta now? Sneezing all over its stream? I don't know. I'm sort of like Chris Jericho. You know, some nights when I should take a night off, I just refuse to. And, you know, we'll see what kind of results we get out of it. So, pulled Trout and Toni in back-to-back packs. That's a win. That is an absolute beauty right there, Cameron. I really appreciate that. It's so great to have you guys here. So you're saying we can keep the tissues for discharge of fluid. We got jokes. We got jokes in the chat. And once again, Zodiac, thank you for contributing to the How the Ref Will Book Challenge. We're up to 118,736 of the 150. As you know, a couple weeks ago, we did have the announcement that we are having the How the Ref Would Book Community Challenge. So we're going to get Kayla J and Vic from Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots in, and they're going to help book a hypothetical scenario. So once we get close to the total, we'll figure out exactly what we're going to be doing for a topic. If you guys have any special ones, please let us know. Yes, I know I said I was supposed to get a Discord channel set up for that, but, you know, I'll be honest, work for me. This is like Christmas time for car washes when everything's melting. So it's been a little bonkers here the last week here. But as we're getting right into Dynamite here, I got a feeling we're probably going to get Okada and Kingston to start off tonight. Shout out to McGee, who's at the show tonight? The Lucky Devil. Yeah, the shirt. Hey, Kayla, how you doing? Just want to give a shout out as well to the natural Ashton Pizarro, celebrating her birthday today. So we McGee is there, yes. He's supposed to be there. I think you got tickets for this one and the London show, I do believe. So if the Discord's a little quiet there, Old Country Joe, for the wrestling channel, that might be the reason why. But yeah, we got Okada, we got Kingston one-on-one, we got Hook versus Jericho.
Uh-oh.
We got Deonna and Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm and Mariah May. We're going to hear from Mercedes here during the show, which I'm going to guess is going to be the top of the second hour. And then this is going to be one of those rare times where we're actually going to be going back-to-back for AEW, as they're doing Rampage live on TSN and TNT right after. I didn't know I needed Hook versus Jericho, but I totally do. I'll just leave that for you, Joe. I'm sorry, that's... Oh, they're throwing it right off the show. 2 weeks in a row, she's starting the show off. Bets on who interrupts tonight? I don't think anybody does. Or if anybody does, maybe it's Julia Hart after what happened last week. Because I would almost say that TBS would be, the TBS title would probably be perfect for her right now. Because trying to get, that's the logical one. I think Baker's too soon. Yeah, like, I don't know. This intro reminds you of Gunther. I can see that. Oh, and I had I'm going to wait for the first commercial break, but I had an absolute brainwave of an idea that came up as I was looking over stuff and just thinking about why people like, some people like this wrestling and some don't, and some of the things. The music not like anything else. Well, the only thing I gotta say is, unless she wants to be a Raptors supporter, why is Mercedes wearing red tonight? So yeah, they're showing on the screen right now pretty much the main reason why I want to do Rampage tonight, because Street Fight's on Rampage because she's in Canada. Gotta give you that. She's a Canadian flag. Well, where's the white in the middle? No, thank you. No, thank you to Toni. You jerk. Give some thanks to Mr. Shivani. Wasn't Toronto the place where they walked out? I so want Britt versus Mercedes so bad just for the 3-letter puns back and forth. I'll give you a half a coin, maybe a full one. This is where she returned? I'm just trying to remember. Maybe. It's pretty awesome the fact they actually got this venue sold out. Head to Canada to make sure you sell out a building. Hit it. Oh, so they're going to run the Willow story. Charles seems like they want her to wrestle and talk. Last time she was there, she came back in 2019. Okay. I do like the production videos that AEW's putting together now. They seem to have stepped up a fair bit. I love the fact that WWE stepped up their production, even though they run less than an hour of wrestling in 3 hours again on Monday. But at the same time, the production on both is pretty... It's really picked up, and I really enjoy that. So, Chad, who do you think? Like, they're talking about Willow, right? I don't know if they're actually going to use Willow for this one, but who do you think they're going to use as their first opponent? I know there were rumors that it was going to be Serena Deeb, because I don't know if you want to do a face-face right away. All right, now I stand corrected. It looks like they're going to try and put. I see Willow versus Mercedes in Dynasty. All right. I like that. Minor setbacks lead to major comebacks. There's got to be... I like this. And I think that's the main reason why she came out here. So we got no run-in so far. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I got to feel that's Julia. That's got to be Julia. Julia's the one who does this creepy stuff. There's Julia. There's Skye. There's a backstabber. You're an Ada finisher already. Why are you... All right, well, we know what the first feud is. Oh, we're going for some chairs. Oh, this is going to set up. Here comes Willow and Statlander. All right, well, we're getting ready for the street fight tonight at least. This is almost like getting ready for a night of Raw. Realistically, they're doing the opening segment to highlight the main event. Now, is that going to be a disappear light? And they're under the ring. Willow getting a little feisty. I want to see Statlander be the person to hit her. This is a really weird dichotomy here because the lights out thing is kind of overplayed. Well, it's Julia Hart's thing, though. That's the thing. If it was a debut of somebody else, okay, I could get you with that. But that is totally what the gimmick is for Julia Hart. The lights go out, she shows up. The lights go out, she disappears. And I'm assuming she's under the ring right now. Oh, Marvez, you poor, poor man. Got to put up with the Bucks, and the more women, the better. Look, I love my man. Let me know what Andre's drinking right now, so I can have some, so maybe clear this cold I got. How you doing, Andre? Hope everybody's doing well today. Once again, we got another Jackson promo. And sober baby. Well, you know. Sorry about that, chat. Oh, so they're going to play it up so that everything that Okada does is great. Wow, he spoke English. We know he speaks English well, I know. Marvis is just a simple punching bag right now. I told you this would be the first match. This is going to be fun. And honestly, this Continental Cup, this might actually be the perfect title for Okada. Okada getting his first title week 3. Well, it's Tony Khan, right? He's like a total... He ain't gonna wait. I wouldn't wait, would you? In 3 weeks, he's gotten 2 pins, 1 on the champion. But speaking of New Japan, and I have to say I absolutely detest dirt sheets some days. This whole talk about Jack Perry and Tony Khan being angry at Jack Perry for losing CM Punk. I actually rather... I rather approve that they have... Uh-oh. Just letting that just letting Renee get her stuff. Well, Renee feels good because she feel at home. Well, just remember, Andre, this is one point that I think they're trying to make this the highlight of the division. During the last pay-per-view, they had 2 interviews the whole time, and they were just like that with Renee and Lexi, with talking about Danielson and Kingston. So they said they are trying to go for a little more of a sports feel, and that's what you're getting with this Continental Cup division, right? Or Continental Championship now, I guess. All right, well, you want predictions? I haven't done these in a while. Let's get the channel point predictions up. I don't want to waste time here. Let's get this up here. You got 5 minutes. Actually, no. You know what? This is going to be a good match. We'll give it 10. There you go. You can bet your channel points up against it. And all you do, for those that are new here, channel points you just earn by sitting and watching. Subscribers get a little bit quicker rate of earning, but you can bet your channel points on the winner of this match. You bet it up against the other people. I have to say, just reading that, all 10 points. Girl. It's going to be interesting if Kingston actually wins this. He's got some new gear tonight, too. Because he's got the, those pants are brand new, so I don't know if they're tearaways or if he's got some extra protection down there. Remind me a little of Becky's Kill Bill attire. Yeah, absolutely. That top on Kingston's always been the same, but he's usually just had some, just normal pants that he come out in. But the extra stripe, it almost feels like he's going for a kickboxer gimmick. Getting so many messages coming in offline. I'm just trying, Let's just say it's a... Sorry about the... I'm going to be dealing with the leaking nose all day. No, not just you, Andre. There are a lot of people sending me stuff here tonight because, AEW's in Canada. It's Ashton's birthday today. Oh, no, I'm talking about DMs on Twitter as well. It's been a hectic couple hours going from nothing to everything in a hurry. I wonder if they're ever going to bring up his stretch in Impact or TNA. Back with the worst gimmick ever for one of the best wrestlers ever. Captain Ed, welcome back. It's good to see you here. Long time no see. Always happy to see you here, my friend. Glad everything's staying busy for you. And I hope that's with everybody, As much as you're being bored, We really are going to get... Joe will, when they eventually face off, we'll call him just Young Blood and Okada. Yeah, fair enough. Life got in the way. I'm at a bar watching AEW, so he figures, hey, you know what? I'm actually surprised you're not there. Tickets are usually really cheap day of. Yeah, young boy, I know what you're talking about. Still young bud. This one is at the Coca-Cola Center tonight. One night only in the, yeah, they're at the Coca-Cola Center, so they got a lot of stuff going on tonight. They got, oh, you live in Ottawa. Yeah, McGee's at this one. Yes, he is. They were actually in Ottawa last Saturday for Collision and Ring of Honor, so... And I will say that if you haven't watched Ring of Honor in a while, this week might be the week to do it. Friend to the channel and always great person, Rachel Elring takes on Hikaru Shida one-on-one tomorrow night, so that's going to be a lot of fun as we hit our first picture for the night. I like the fact that they're giving these matches time to breathe right now. It's not one of these crazy pace matches that you need to go 60 miles an hour. Like, they've only planned to have 4 matches so far. Plus, they have the Meta match they filmed in Boston too. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, because they sort of mix the match when they're putting in these matches, so that makes sense. Oh, we're going to hear from Ospreay tonight too. That looks good for you, Andre. The fact that we have Ospreay here, we have Monet here. What's the main event tonight? It is Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland, formerly known as Edge, in an I Quit match. That's going to be the main event of Dynamite tonight. There is 3 consecutive hours of wrestling tonight because they're filming their... 2 of your faves? Absolutely. Let's give it to you. Throw the air horn out for that. You knew this would have to happen in Toronto. You want Ospreay and May in Edmonton? Yeah, I know. I got a feeling that'll be the case because they are going to be heading towards Double or Nothing, so they're going to want the heavy hitters in all the time. Plus, getting all these foreign wrestlers into Canada is a lot easier than the States, right? So... Like with Ospreay and May flying into Europe all the time now. Like, I think Mariah May just came back yesterday from visiting her family in the UK. Ospreay here. Well, we're going to hear from Ospreay, so I don't know whether it's going to be live or a pre-tape. So I guess maybe a pre-tape, but... We'll see. It's going to be fun watching him go back and forth all this time because he literally leaves Tuesdays from England to come over. So I think it's done like a 2-week stretch and then back home or something, 2 or 3 weeks, depending how much he needs. That way they could possibly get some indie bookings as well. And forgive me, just trying to get some OJ in me here. That vitamin C is supposed to do you good for the old sinuses and the headache. So, and once again, just a reminder, we got just a couple minutes left in getting your predictions here as we come back from the break. And he said that his summer, his lady and stepkid will travel for once he's out of school. That makes sense, too. So if he's not in Edmonton, there's more of a chance of him getting into Calgary then. For Stampede Dynamite that week. With the deal Ospreay got, I'm shocked McIntyre didn't at least talk to... McIntyre hasn't signed anything yet. I will kill a If he's not in Edmonton, all right, fair enough. By the way, Audrey, that actual word is allowed in the chat because somebody used it before and I approved it, so don't worry about it. Try to be good? Okay, you know, just give me that. There you go, Captain. Get that quote in. Attaboy. Once again, everybody, forgive me if I'm a little coffee and a little Kleenexy here. A little under the weather this week, but as I said at the top of the show, I'm like Chris Jericho. I don't know when to say no, don't show up. We got a new dog. He isn't. Oh, he's a male. Cool. All I can say is...
Uh-oh.
New dogs are always... Well, new dogs are fun, yes, depending how well they're trained. Because if they're not box trained at all, or they're not willing to be box trained, then they can be an absolute nightmare. Wow, that was a shot. Eddie Kingston just... Yeah, he just said, yeah, thank you, right across the jaw. Let's just knock you out here. But Okada's probably one of the... I think you could say when referring to dogs, it's far more appropriate than... So I'll throw... Sorry, I did get the mute button there. Everything's starting to clear out, so it's always an interesting thing. My God, that dropkick by Okada, I still can't get over it. Like, I'll be frank. I'll be Mike, actually, but the last time I see a dropkick that high, I would have to say Sean O'Hare in 2000. Like from a straight standing dropkick. I'm actually really impressed with Okada here about how his presence for the cameras, and because I do know there's a little bit of a difference in production when it comes to Japanese video. Not much, but Jesus! Eddie, your legs aren't working? What the heck? Gonna lurk with an earbud. Hey, you know what? I always appreciate that. Thank you, Captain Ed, for the lurk. Yeah, I don't mind being the lurker and just hanging out, giving a few cents, few 2 bits here or there. So yeah, we'll hear from Ospreay, so that would probably be... But one thing I have to say about the... Swerve's... I wonder if Swerve's going to be here tonight. Because one thing you also have to consider, like FTR will never make it up to Canada. Right now, because Cash doesn't have a passport. And I don't think Toni wants to pay for the extra to get him in. I still love the jab that WWE got on Calgary last year. For when it comes to the Usos and Jey Uso, I believe it is, with the DUI. He was permitted to go to Calgary because there was less of a flea risk because it's such a smaller area. but he wasn't allowed to go to Toronto because it's that much bigger of an area. Anytime you get a good shot in on Calgary, it's always a win. So what time is it? 6:30. Wow, we've had one match so far, and they're giving it time to breathe, which I think is actually a really good sign. We could end up with 4 matches tonight, pure, like straight up. There's maybe no filler tonight. Watch Kingston hit his finisher, and the Jacksons cut the video so nobody can see it. And then you go on social media and see the Bucks come out and just wreck everything. Oh, here we go. What's the current hot storyline leading to the next pay-per-view? Well, we got Samoa Joe versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW title. That's one of the big ones. The other big one is probably the best wrestler in the world right now, Will Ospreay, taking on Bryan Danielson, formerly known as Daniel Bryan. That hurt. Did you see Kingston's head get caught in the back of the knee of Okada there? All right, well, that's it. Damn. We're going to split up those 50 points among the three people that bit Okada. Congratulations to each of you for gaining 16 points. But yeah. I love Toni. He's like, yeah, good job, yeah. It's a great opportunity for him. I'm glad he did it. Oh, of course, the Jacksons are back there throwing out the pyro everywhere. Wait, wah. Yes, please. Yes, please. What do we do with Eddie now? Give him some time off. He's got to go to ROH. WrestleMania weekend, he has to face Mark Briscoe for the ROH World title. He's still got the New Japan style strong title he's got to defend. I think you let him work his other titles right now. He needs to get down the Ring of Honor and be on that show once in a while. All right, no dancing tonight. Sorry to disappoint y'all.
Aww.
Okada Pac will be fired. Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm assuming that's going to be Dynasty. Wait. Wait. We're going to get the dance tonight. I'm going to have to get moving tonight. Oh, my goodness. Swerve versus a random opponent. So I'm assuming it's going to be maybe Lance Archer. Somebody out of the meat division, I would suspect. Anybody that can take a loss here. Who do you think it's going to be? Basically, Swerve's allowed to take on anybody, so maybe Wardlow comes out. They probably would want to save that match, but yeah. Once again, everybody, I know I keep repeating this a lot, but thank you for stopping by here tonight. I truly do appreciate it. It has been getting, like, ever since Revolution and when I decided to commit a little bit more into AEW here, you guys have shown that commitment tenfold and just helped me out so much more. It's just, I'm very thankful for you guys for doing it here. So, and hopefully if you check out our GM mode here for WWE 2K24, it's starting to round into shape a little bit. We're a little bit behind. We're in third place right now, but I got a feeling by the next pay-per-view we're going to be in first. Mainly because I got DiBiase and I can throw money at anything right now. So, but yeah. So I would assume at the top of the second, everybody has a price, especially Vic. So, how you doing, my friend? The Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots podcast every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right? As you guys talking about all things wrestling, AEW, WWE, New Japan, Tony Khan. He actually sponsors a bunch of indie shows as well. Just all around great guys. Just simply put, oh, please. I just talk about good things. It's not plugging. I just like telling everybody about good stuff going on. Just like I have to mention locally, like, congratulations to Love Pro Wrestling for their 20th consecutive sellout. They just announced that today, that their show next Friday is actually going to be their 20th consecutive sellout overall here, and they're doing great things. They're on IWTV. Then of course, you got Top Talent coming up this Friday. Santana was actually making posts about it today that he was heading out. Joey Janela posted something about Top Talent here in the last hour on the old X machine here, and I did get a chance to take a look what it said, but I got a feeling he's probably going to be back. Alberta's turning back into the hotbed everybody thought it was. It's true. Can I just put on my other hat for a second here? How did Max Caster lose someone like that? Maybe that's why he's so bitter online. I love Stokely. Stokely's the best. All right. Now we got the Jericho match, so I got lots of time to talk to you guys about stuff. What happened to Max Caster? He actually was apparently with Chris Statlander for a while. And then he, well, of course he lost her. And then lately he has been roasted online for the day that last Wednesday when Mercedes came out, he talked about how much of a great guy. He took a picture with Sammy Guevara and talked about how great of a guy he was right after Mercedes put out the Boston tweet to indicate that she was there. And then on top of it, we had Shelton Benjamin talking about, there were stories going out about Shelton Benjamin having talks with AEW, which I would absolutely love to see him in Ring of Honor, if not on the main card, at least in Ring of Honor to solidify that roster a little bit more. This crowd's booing Jericho, and I love it. They want Judas. And, so, when those talks came through, Caster put out a tweet just saying, not everybody wants them here. And all of a sudden, boom. You know what kind of pilings on goes on in on the old X machine. I do love that some fans in the crowd are just saying to hell with it, we're singing Judas anyway. I would love the fact if Jericho wanted more money to play Judas. Everybody came out to sing Judas, so they're going to. All right, I will say this. I'm not going to put the predictions out because, well, actually, you know what? This people use Xavier to shit on other people. You don't say. You know what? Let's throw this one out here because we, as much as we know who should win, there's your predictions, folks. Are we just going to have to cancel this now or what? Hook's just laid into him. I don't think there's any way they're going to let Jericho not make it to Winnipeg. Because I think they go May 1st. It's the first week. Now I've gone from a leaky nose to coughing to hiccups. This is always great. Sorry about that, chat. 5,000 already on Hook. Anybody puts anybody on Jericho and it pays off, it's going to be absolutely insane for you. Just remember that. You can follow the money too. Any degenerate gamblers can always chase the money here. So, for any of those that are new here, I know there's a lot of regulars here, but anybody that's new, we normally do Collision on Saturday as well now. We just started after Revolution. Unfortunately, there is going to be no Collision this week due to the NCAA playoffs. Or the NCAA final, or I guess it's the round of 32 at that point. So Saturday, we're actually going to be running our WWE 2K24 first pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell. After we finish week 4 tonight, we'll be set up for the pay-per-view on Saturday. We'll start about 9 Eastern. Once we get through the pay-per-view, we'll play it by ear. Either we'll get another weekend or we will Or else we might just end up playing some baseball or something. We'll see. Hook's just dominating Jericho, so Jericho should end up winning this. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. But I was listening to Jericho talk about his feud here and why he's working with Hook and whatnot. And he just said blatantly it's due to the fact that Omega got injured. He was supposed to be with Callis right now. Like, he's supposed to be in that Callis storyline, but if Omega's hurt, there was no real reason to do the storyline. They want to run back to it later. Hopefully when Omega's healthy, if they can actually get him healthy. And I guess this is the next place to fit in. And then he's talking about all the people that he's put over. And I look at some of the people that he has put over, and then some of the careers that have gone on. You got Ricky Starks, who is doing great now, is just basically at the point where we're pretty much going to be out the door. Oh, Shibata we get tonight. Cool. Oh, we're getting 4 matches tonight. Okay, I see. Rocky Romero gets Takeshita. Shouldn't take too long. And then we got the street fight. At least we get to experience what most people do when they watch Raw now, right? So. And Hook's up all joyous about everything. And everybody's cheering like, yes, we don't want Jericho around. He wouldn't play Judas tonight. Sorry about the unprofessional looks, guys. Sorry. Not that you ever look for a whole lot of professionalism out of me, but I hope by tomorrow we'll be okay. You think Jericho got hurt there? No. I think it's an angle for this match. Because they absolutely would not be doing another German suplex if he got injured. They're doing a Brock Lesnar thing right now. Let alone 4 more, exactly. No, after Sammy Guevara got suspended for hitting a GTS after the ref told him to go home instead of... Which realistically, that is possibly under the ref's fault, depending on which way it was. Like, here's the thing. If you guys haven't heard, Sammy Guevara got suspended for doing a GTS on or GTH in his case, to Matt Hardy, or to Jeff Hardy after he was diagnosed with a concussion. Now, in my opinion, there might be a possibility here that the referee turned around and said, go home. And if the referee says go home, that means hit your finisher, and the finisher was the blow of the head. So, not that I ever accuse Sammy of being the smartest guy in the world, but I don't think he'd be that stupid. I don't like seeing Hook talking through this match. Well, he's just been coming down on his shoulder the whole time. It's almost like Flair taking a German. This is like John Cena and Brock Lesnar. Oh, here we go. Reversal. How about which line is left in that Hart? I'll be honest. I'd love to see him get a shot in Winnipeg on in early May. On the 5th, I think it is. The week before they get to Edmonton. But just after that, just let him be. Let him go for a trip or two. He's been the name talent to get people over, but just... This crowd wants nothing to do with Jericho. I love it. Jesus. It's like Hook has a counter for every single thing that Jericho does. Then he gets caught with a Judas effect, I bet. Just to make him lose. All right. I'll give Jericho credit on that one. I don't know about perfect, but it got there. When your chest is in the guy's knees, it's not that good. So this makes sense. Top of the hour, we get Swerve. Then we get the women's tag, and then we get the main event, which is going to probably go a little bit longer than your typical match, just because it is an I Quit match. So do you think we're going to actually see Spike be used here tonight? If you guys haven't seen, Adam Copeland came out on Saturday with, and he, oh, for, you want to talk about another, like, I don't know, face wash, like, that almost looked like a botch. Like Jericho was supposed to do a throw there, and he ended up just doing a half flapjack. It looked uglier than crap either way. Which realistically, I don't mind in a lot of ways. I don't mind when my wrestling has a little bit of change like that, just because it makes it feel like it's not like choreographed, right? And I know a lot of people talked about that before. Hook forgot to flip. Yeah, I think that probably what happened. Jericho's out. Everybody's just booing the piss out of him. I love it. Thank you. Sorry for the person who got the late prediction in there for Jericho. But yeah, just a small cradle. He gets the victory here. Ophelia Zodiac. Congratulations on your 5,800 payoff points. There, get all that phlegm and gunk out of there. Might need to have to get a shot of NyQuil out of this. Shake some hands. So we didn't get to hear Judas tonight. They gave that more time than I thought they would. They only got, what, 5 matches here? Uh-oh. Cole looks like such a kid with that suit. Nice slip of the tongue there. Bull crap. Well, at least he's being honest. Honestly, Adam Cole in a suit like that just... He looks like he's got no width. He's like literally a pencil, straight up and down. Don't get me wrong, fantastic wrestler, great guy. I was watching... Most of my afternoon today was working on this brand new ticker, by the way. If you see it running on the bottom there, got a brand new sports ticker on the bottom. Went straight out of ESPN. Thank you to Score. What the heck? The Scorebot. There we go. That's what it's called. Spit that out 10 times. And Game Time Art for letting me know that they updated their programs. So our sports channels now will have this as a new thing going forward here. So little things to add to it. Plus, once again, Kenny's stopping by to help us out here tonight, since the show's in Canada and all. So as you can see on the middle of the desk here. How you guys enjoyed Dynamite so far? Like, I hate to compare shows. What the hell? No, I don't. In two matches, we've almost had the same amount of wrestling as Raw did all on Monday. Just think about that for a second. And we still got 3 more matches to go here. How do I feel about the Undisputed Kingdom? I'm really disappointed the fact that there isn't more ROH involvement with these guys. Like, Taven and Bennett need to be on the ROH TV a lot more. I think Kingston needs to be on the ROH TV a lot more. The Wardlow storyline, I think that was just to... It was just to get him somewhere, get him in a spot, get him with a group that he doesn't necessarily have to talk for himself, but when he does, it's sort of, I don't know, not the best effect in the world here, but don't think he needed to be involved. No, I don't think it was a necessity, but they do want to make sure that the Undisputed Kingdom is at least fair enough. Once again, everybody, if I'll wait till you get out of the ads break here, but for those that can't afford to go to all these channels and subscribe to all your favorites, there is a little Twitch Turbo battery icon in the top right hand corner of your screen if you're watching on desktop. In Canada, it's $13.99 a month, and it's ad-free, and all the ad revenue that the channels would normally get will go directly to that channel. So I highly recommend it. To be fair, Raw's just buying time for WrestleMania, and storylines have been telegraphed for most of the 2 years. All right. For some reason, I thought WrestleMania was this weekend. No. We still got another 2 weeks to deal with yet. And for Mr. Andre... Mr. Ospreay is in attendance in Toronto. This, once again, is Andre's favorite part of the show. It is so nice to see somebody that just has such an energy for life that Ospreay does. Like, he feels so much more genuine than what you would, what you see from a lot of wrestlers. He just... Sold out, bruv. Think about this. Toronto is the first AEW sellout in a very long time. Granted, I understand it is a smaller building, but respectfully, you don't get numbers like this that often. And it just seems like the Canadian dates are a lot more special than the ones in the States. Maybe it's because we only get them once a year. Now, is Shivani going to be able to stay in the ring longer than 5 minutes? Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Omega Ospreay the last time he was there. Ospreay is captivating on screen, in ring, on the mic, in the entrance. He is that generational talent. By the way, good to see you, Jagger. Welcome and good to... Always happy to see you here. I like... I love it. I love it. Just get him some... The maple syrup's more in Quebec, but we'll make it work somehow. I knew a dude in California who flew to Arizona on the weekend to coach baseball. He told me the cost, which blew my mind. It cost him less to fly back and forth for 6 months than it is for me to fly to Toronto once. That's why we're willing to buy tickets for events in our city. That's fair. Ooh. Hopefully Jericho's proposition to Hook to be a manager, and that keeps Jericho out of the ring but still presents AEW build Hook. I would like to see that, Zodiac. Is Ospreay still technically Callis Family? Or is it Callis Family? Actually, Jaeger, we're actually getting the Callis Family on Rampage tonight, with Kyle Fletcher and Will Hobbs taking on the Best Friends in the tag team tournament. Maple syrup, yeah. What? Whoa, whoa. I like how honest he is. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Time out. Time out. Where's my damn whistle here? Hold on, time out. Shibata Ospreay next week? Let's freaking go! Oh my... Danielson and Shibata was last. That's why Shibata won on Danielson won on Saturday against Shibata. That makes a lot of sense. Because you don't watch Shibata win this one. Better open the damn show. That'll be I wonder if it'll either open the show or main event, one or the other. I'll tell you this Cage Copeland match, there is no way this wasn't going to be the main event here tonight. That's why I'm sort of happy that they got Best Friends and Callis Family to probably open up Rampage tonight. Because good luck following up on this, for lack of a better term. Good luck being next. This match here is going to be Taker Michaels sort of. Ospreay may end up being AEW's best investment in a long, long time. Here's the other thing about it. And don't let me forget this next commercial break. I got to bring this up. But for right now, the three investments that they did, I think ever since Revolution, and the three signings, and the change of design, and the consistency that's been going on here, you are looking at the absolute beginning of competition between WWE and AEW. I know that AEW is not going to be able to get on the level of WWE, but the mere fact that you have three of the elite talents in the world that want to go to AEW instead of going to WWE. Think about that for a second. WWE, you would get the exposure of WrestleMania. You would get the global audience that is like multiple times bigger than what is in AEW. And they still want to go to AEW. Think about that for a second. All right, let's see here. So, what are the odds of Otani as Michael Jordan having his interpreter take the fall for him? Pretty sure that, well, I'll use this one, the NBA Jam coin. Because that actually makes a lot of sense. For those that haven't heard, Otani's interpreter has been fired because apparently he's been using money to cover gambling debts. I don't know how MLB would be able to get rid of Otani. He's too much of a moneymaker for them. I'm actually surprised that they're going with the hot start on this match because the other women's tag's going to have that. You wouldn't even let them get in the corners. Jesus. How's the first hour of Dynamite been? Absolutely really fun. Even with a Jericho match, it was a lot of fun here. We had, whoa. There's a new Mercedes Mone micro baller. Looks pretty cool. Okada Kingston was an absolute great match. The Jericho Hook match brought shades of Lesnar Cena SummerSlam 2014. And yeah, it's been a great hour. We're gonna get Swerve here after this match, apparently. AEW is more worker-centric, especially overseas workers. TKO isn't known for being the same, and hopefully it'll kickstart that for WWE, make it better for all time. Absolutely. That's what I'm thinking here. I do feel that both sides need to have that, right? And I think the having the shade of... Oh, God. Nice jump there, Thunder Rosa. But... yeah, it's... Having Shayna Baszler join GCW Bloodsport, plus some others are supposed to be attending. I think that's sort of a message that things are going to start changing, but the thing is, WWE is trying to be a lot more selective compared to the other times, right? And to answer your question, Crowder, I actually have the Brawling Buddy. Just give me 1 sec here. I'm going to go grab it. I actually do have my own Kenny Omega Brawling Buddy, but I felt, we should just have... I just didn't feel like hanging out by myself today, especially while we're in Toronto. So I figured, bring in somebody like Kenny to help us out here tonight. It's always a great opportunity here. So just having him hop down on the dance. Just like random I came up with an hour ago. It just felt that the whole set was a little empty compared to what it needed to be, especially now that the score line on the bottom is extremely small. It's more the ESPN style that I wanted from the beginning here, so I love the fact that we're getting the actual video feed, but we're getting the they screwed up the picture-in-picture great. I got that for the kids for Christmas. The voice box is busted, and mine's still fresh. I barely used it. Oh, now they can't get the picture-in-picture right. I love it. Just run the live feed. But all right, while we're in a commercial break here. Oh, there we go. Now they got it fixed. That boy, yay! Congratulations to the production staff at TSN. I'm not blaming Dynamite for that one. For those in the States that don't know what we're talking about here, the picture-in-picture went to video of the show and audio of the commercial. The Luchasaurus one is still going strong, but though after a few years of abuse, so that one would build great quality. That's cool. I like that. No, all right, oh, there we go. But I do like the fact that we're getting two separate, I don't know if we're going to get two separate matches at this point, but at least we're getting two separate segments involving the women as we go along. Plus we had an extra promo tonight. Hopefully we can start expanding a little bit more consistently here. I know Collision's been doing a good habit of getting an extra women's match in every week here. Once again, everybody, there is no Collision this week due to NCAA men's basketball. So we're going to be running a WWE 2K24 on the solo as we head back to non-picture-in-picture. But yeah, in terms of work conditions and that, like, WWE has to start realizing that they're not the be-all, end-all, and it's not going to change overnight. It never will. There is no Hulk Hogan now to actually produce that shift in the culture, right? Like, I don't even think if Roman Reigns would move over, it would make that much of a difference, really. Whether it be Seth Rollins, well, Tyler Black in that case, or Yeah, it's Thunder Rosa, Deonna Purrazzo taking on Mariah May and Toni Storm here. I love how Thunder Rosa walked out halfway down the ring without hanging on the tag rope. Oh, and here comes the TKO. Oh, Death Valley Driver, sorry. I love how Toni Storm has like the bowling ball figure for that German suplex. Just looks like she swings it so well. Uh-oh, here we go. Surprised she didn't put a plate in her there. Whoa. All right, that was a little unexpected. Did Thunder Rosa get injured in a match with Storm? I thought it was way back when she was dealing with Baker here. I couldn't remember exactly. It might be the case. I have more fact checkers in the chat than I have in the back here. So it was before they were supposed to have a match, I think. Yeah. So yeah, we're getting Deonna's even upset that she had to work with Thunder Rosa. It just feels weird. Yeah, that evil side eye there. So now that we got the full commercial, I got a chance to get this out because I've been wanting to talk about this for a little while here. What a lot of people talk about, a lot more of the wrestling-centric people like AEW versus WWE, and there's the main reason why a lot of people like the product compared to others. I was actually thinking going back to the old 80s wrestling. And you think of the format of the shows when it comes to the 80s wrestling, primetime wrestling, and superstars and all that. It was mainly a promo. Most of the show was matches, followed by a promo segment. Then you have the old Billy Red Lions come in and tell you exactly where the tours are going to be for the shows. But it was very wrestling-centric, even if the wrestling wasn't that good. And that's what AEW does now. They're a very wrestling-centric show. They like to tell their stories in the ring. And there is some stuff on the outside, but it almost feels like it's a quick thing just to get your breath before you get into the next big thing. And no, I'm not talking about Brock Lesnar when I say that. But yeah, it almost gives you a feeling of that might be why a lot of people have a tendency to work their way towards a show just like AEW versus a WWE. And while it wasn't the 28 minutes of wrestling that SmackDown was last week, it was under an hour of 3 hours of wrestling, which I get it, Zodiac. You brought it up earlier. They are getting close to... They're getting close to WrestleMania, so they're just starting to figure things out and just putting the last pieces into place. And yeah, no Rock singing. Let's just... I will tell you this right now. Well, of course I will, because of course I'm on a damn show here. The Rock segments that have been going on here have proven to be why the apex of the Attitude Era will never suit what's going to happen here in 2024. It almost reminds me of the people that cheer for a lot of this stuff now. It reminds me of that That seeded Star Wars. I hate to bring this up, but I'm bringing a Star Wars reference in. I believe it was in episode 3 when the Chancellor got all the power for, absolute power was restored to him and kept to him as part of the Galactic Senate. And Queen Amidala turns around and says, "So this is how democracy ends, with thunderous applause." And that's what I feel what happens when it comes to when we're dealing with people so many people enjoying rock. It's like, oh God. Oh, sorry, gotta get ready. Swerve when I drive, and I swerve when I drive, and I'm gonna get a sick, cause I gotta get this trick, and I gotta dance around, cause gotta make some sounds, and gotta do this all well, and this singing's way too swell. And I even kicked over my buddy here. I was like, what the hell's yelling at me here? That's why I started watching AEW. I hadn't watched wrestling since 2007. Everyone has their preferences, but there didn't seem to be any long storylines or drama in AEW, and it was all taking place in the ring. And that's why I found it easier to get back to it. I didn't feel like I was missing anything or need to catch up. Yeah, a lot of this. Holy crap, the Butcher! It's been a while since they had the Butcher out here. And so people, just to enlighten you here about why there's a pop for the Butcher, not just because he is a good wrestler. The majority of his early matches were in the Toronto area. As he started his career out in Buffalo because that's where he lived, him and the Blade. And a lot of local promotions like Smash and even Ethan Page's promotion A1 in Hamilton. Oh God, that's awesome. The AEW. There are long-term storylines, but mostly the ring. It's a big payoff for long-term watchers. And easy to slide into. That's the thing about AEW. It used, like, the early days of AEW, you totally had to watch. You had to watch Being the Elite to actually keep up with a lot of this stuff. London, Ontario next Saturday for Collision, by the way. Oh, it's going to be nice. As they stay in Canada. These shows are always very special, so. But even like we could go back to the Hangman Page winning the world title story. That took over a year. Like the original time when he won the title, right? Too bad Sean Stasiak isn't still meat to team with the Butcher. I'll give you that one. So yeah, they got Quebec City next week. That's what it is. Okay. So they got Quebec this Wednesday. They got London on Saturday. Then they go back to the States for a month. Then May 5th, they go to Winnipeg. May 12th, they come to Edmonton. And the 15th, they're in Vancouver. So they've actually cut out a lot of the stops that they had last time. It sucks for Tony Khan here. Just pulled another Otani. Too bad you couldn't sell it to me for like five stubs. Congratulations, Cameron. You're on a real hot streak tonight. But yeah, I have to say, after like last night while I was relaxing, I ended up finishing up the Negro League storylines, so I got all those players. I finished the introductory conquest modes. Dodgers played crap today. Yeah. Well, they played like there's no money involved. Biggest thing about the Dodgers, I know we'll talk about it tomorrow during the MLB stream, but the game was 6 a.m. for you. Yeah, it'll be 4 a.m. for us. That's why I didn't watch it. That looks painful. That is a weird short arm scissors, but it looks like it works. Now, does Joe come out now? They're going to give Copeland and Christian a good 25 minutes. It's amazing right now. They have to, yeah. Copeland cage is huge. Like, I love Donna on the back. Wow. Wow, fat joke's coming out already. I guess it's not fat joke, it's just a neck joke. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Just a promo wars between Strickland and Joe are just, it's worth the price of admission. I would stupid. You gotta know there's gotta be one of those in the crowd. Did Swerve get through airport security with that chair, or did he buy it at a hardware store in Toronto? I think it's probably in his luggage, and I don't think it's a real chain. Snuck into the ring truck. That could be it too. Can you box with a god? Always get so happy when you see Joe, yeah. So, us in Edmonton actually got the privilege of seeing Joe's last independent show before he moved on to WWE. Ooh. Wait. Oh, God. Really? Why? 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 Dominic wishes he could get this volume. Wow. Okay. Hey, Louisville, how you doing? It's Mellow Beast. They're not saying boo, they're saying woo energy. Once again, everybody, let your friends know. We do have the sub challenge right now. If we can get up to 30 subs at 8 point, but we have to be 30 subs total, I will order a case of Woo Energy up here and we will try it live on stream. The power of 7 mushrooms, hit that power. Just got to the show, already completed the Heater story. Nice. The Jeter storyline, yeah. I took... It basically took me 2 nights to get through it all, just because I didn't want to get... It was a little too heavy for me to, you know... I suck at baseball, okay? Let's just call it that. I'm still working on getting the kinks out from the... from before to now, and I think in my last couple days here when I've been doing the Negro League stuff and working on a few other things, I know Jeter, I love autocorrect sucks. Starting to get my touch around the plate here, just been dabbling on possibly moving away from classic pitching into a bit of a meter. I think it's called Pure Analog is the one I was using. Practicing around with it, see how it works. Might give it a few more practices before I actually try and use it on stream here, but while we are on the home stretch here, before the main event here, just a reminder, tomorrow afternoon, we are going to be playing MLB The Show 24. Probably firing into some conquest modes and whatnot. Trying to work on the spring breakout program, because that's the one active program we haven't finished yet. From there, next stream will be on Saturday with WWE 2K24 Hell in a Cell pay-per-view by GM. We're gonna have a lot of great matches there, and I think our main event's actually, unless something stupid happens, we are going to be doing Cody Rhodes versus Gunther in a Hell in a Cell. So if we get everything set up there, that should be the way we end that off. Woo Energy is a combination of cheap champagne, Carolina barbecue sauce, and Winston cigarettes. And I'm all there for it. Like I said, we are 16 subs away, so if we can get that up to 30, I will order a case and I will drink it live on stream and see how the actual taste of it is. I wouldn't mind a little Marlboro hits here and there, so. But once again, everybody, thank you for stopping by here. I truly do appreciate it. Tonight, we are going to be sticking around for Rampage if you popped in late. There is another hour of wrestling. If you're in Canada, it's still on TSN2. If you're in America, I do believe it's still on TNT. As we get into the first 4 is tonight, and the final 4, the NCAA basketball tournament starts tomorrow. One of the most fun times of the year. I know when I'm not on stream, I usually have all the games on and try to have multiple monitors with different games as we're going along. So, holy crap! They cut the edge on TSN. They cut the Copeland entrance. I love how they call him an ex-TNT champion. He was a TNT champion for, what, 4 or 5 seconds? Is that? No, it's not the same gear. I thought it was going to be the same gear as he wore in that match with Sheamus. But he's got Cope on the side of the tights, so. So yeah, next week on Dynamite, we got Shibata and Ospreay, Takeshita and Swerve, Young Bucks versus Private Party. Yeah, next week is going to be another humdinger, so I hope you guys are around for it. A lot of, like, this is so much fun watching. And honestly, has it felt like it's been an hour 40 already? Eat your heart out, Jericho. I love the fact that AEW fans are that's rated R superstar. I'm surprised that Christian didn't say that he was from Tampa, Florida. That's what he used to do in TNA when he went heel. He would always, they were up in Canada, they'd always say he's from Tampa, Florida. The white and blue is Maple Leafs, right? Yeah, absolutely. This is basically the same gear that he wore against Sheamus in his final match in Toronto for WWE. The only difference is he's replaced the edge with Cope on the side. But yeah, it's Maple Leafs colors. It's Blue Jays colors. He's got the Calgary Hitman logo on his shin guard. On the front of his boots, his shin guards, whatever you want, shin pads. Christian Cage. Setting back turtlenecks for 25 years. Your deep thoughts of the day. Christian should get Pyro, one of the best heels in the business. I think the fact that you don't give him promos. All I hear when I listen to Christian's music is the hook saying, and his father's dead. Just need a purple raptor dinosaur to tie it all together. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to get that tonight. I don't know if we're going to get them out here. I would laugh if these guys went an extra 20 minutes and then every match on Rampage had to get cut. Look at this. Like, seriously. That gear is so sick. Yeah, like. I absolutely love it. It's not like a Spear's going to end it real quick here. What a gift for Toronto. Absolutely. Like these two. Here's the thing. These two never got a chance to do their run in the Fed. They did their run in 2001 during the Invasion angle. It was one of the most underrated stories as part of the Invasion angle. And now they get a chance to live out what they've been wanting to do forever. And the fact that you have a promoter that actually just trusts them to do what they're going to do. Ha! Boston Bruins jersey. I love this. Well, that was planted. We all know that. Really, this has to be a hockey fight! Boom, 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 boom. And a turtle. We got a turtle. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, that was awesome. Taz called him in. What? You know what's going to slip? He'll pay the fine. 1 week after Boston big business. Hey, you know what? Boston fans will understand. They're on a road game this week. Oh, that was awesome. Let's just unload the bombs across everything here. And of course, Copeland's going to wear the jersey all around the arena. Which means Jericho's got to wear a Jets jersey all the way around. Oh, they're literally going to go around the arena. I love this. Into another table. Into a door. Oh, this, you know. Show the beer camera guy. There you go. Jesus. Oh, flashbacks to the Royal Rumble 1999 right here. If you guys don't remember the Royal Rumble 1999, Vince McMahon had a plan where he was actually number 1 in the Rumble and Stone Cold was number 2. And they ended up getting chased all the way. Oh, they didn't do it. They chased themselves all the way to the women's bathroom where the entire group, the corporation, was hung out, and laid out Austin so he didn't have to work the Rumble for the first 2/3 of it. In the end, McMahon ended up winning the Rumble after it was Austin McMahon to end it. The Rock was, yeah. One of your least favorite Rumble matches? Yeah, I can see why. There wasn't a lot to it. When the highlight of a Rumble match is watching Gangrel fans at the end of the ring do the Gangrel bounce. That took a good chunk out of him being in it. Yeah. But yeah, like, oh, there goes the jersey. There you go. Choke him out now with it. That's the way to do it. I love how the AEW social media team is all over things right now. If you check out the AEW channel X right now, they're like, who wears a Bruins jersey to a show in Toronto? Yeah, Joe Pearl's confirming that it is the same Gary Copeland wore for his last match in Toronto. But yeah, like I said, the only change has to be that he changed Edge to Cope on it, so. I want to give a shout out right now on the old X Machine right now. JPJ, one of the Love Wrestling hosts and a great streamer here. If you haven't watched him yet, he does a lot of edit Madden. He does a lot of MLB. He does has Between Two Beards on every Thursday. Thursday at 8 Eastern. Jesus! But he just put out there, let them have it. That's the only way the Maple Leaf fans will experience what it feels like beating the Bruins this year. I'll just repost it for you guys. I'm still streaming 2K later. Yes, I am. After Rampage, actually. So it's going to be an hour later, actually, than normal. So. Well, it's a Copeland Christian match. You know there's going to be a ladder involved. But yeah, we're going to be doing week 4 of our My GM. We got everything pretty much set up while we're getting ready for the pay-per-view. Wow. First try. Ow. Ow. Adam doesn't appreciate AEW small size ladders. Hope this doesn't have a Rock versus Mick Foley I Quit match. I could see it. Now, are you talking about the last man standing, or are you talking about the they had to pipe in the I Quit? Because they hit him with 10 chairs. Or 10 chair shots, sorry. For some weird reason, I think the family's going to get involved. The voiceover I Quit, yeah. All right, we got... Well, she's got a reaction to it. So now we got tables, we got ladders. No chairs yet. I think that's going to be the finish. It's like I love the Toronto fans. They're like, I don't need to fucking move. I'm good. What a sick... Yeah. I gouged them right into the post. See, Christian's smart. He's getting rid of the... What is Christian doing? Christian going up to the top. Uh-oh, Copeland's bleeding. This is not good. Cope's going through a table. When's the last time we saw Copeland busted open? When's the last time we seen that? I don't know if I remember the last time. It's been forever. So now we're gonna get... Uh-oh. I've seen this before. This is what Joey Mercury ended up losing. Oh no, that's... Did he blade at Mania with Bryan and Reigns? Maybe. I didn't think they did any blading during that pay-per-view. Yeah, that's a weird thing. You can't knock him out because you have to make him say it. Oh, here we go. He's looking for the rope, so like, who cares? There you go. Reach for the eyes. Go for the eye gouge. Go for the leg gouge. Go for the every gouge. Everywhere gouge. Go for the brain gouge. We haven't seen a good old-fashioned back rake yet. There comes a double spear. Yep. Funny how we can see certain things show up immediately. And we got our second picture-in-picture here. Yeah, these guys are getting 3 segments. That's what I expected pretty much for this main event here. My God, like, can you tell that they're just sitting here and having a great story go on? Like, Gagger, you were talking about it earlier. The fact that you can catch up on stories rather quick. This one, you can see the story in the ring. Both these guys just do not want to give up, and they don't want to admit that the other guy's better. And this also makes you want to go back and check out the history of the rivalry in AEW, which hopefully they get their streaming service soon, which, my personal opinion, once this Warner Brother ESPN TBS streaming package comes together, I think AEW is going to get thrown in that as part of the deal. If that's the case, well, Christian's taking a walk. Is it? If he's leaving, isn't that considered part of the I quit? I don't know. To me, that just makes sense that you would have an I quit. If he's walking away, doesn't he quit? That sort of makes sense here. Sorry, just quickly checking. Certain things coming up here. The rules originally stayed as saying I quit. Implied quitting doesn't count. All right. I appreciate the particulars of the rule, being a referee, of course. So, not sure if you saw a picture, but Rensburg asked Christian if he quits. And Christian said, "They might. I'm not a quitter like Toronto." Ah. No, we don't get the audio in picture. So I'd like to know how Christian's not a quitter like Toronto. When did Toronto quit? Austin Matthews gave up. I know he sucked the way he did, but... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Out to the floor. I thought there was going to be a table or something there that he flew into. What the hell is Copeland pulling a Sting right now? Oh, let's pull it off. Oh, yeah, here we go. Now, is it going to be like Austin Matthews? Nope. Actually, yeah, he is like Austin Matthews. Hits the post again. He scores! Where's the hockey stick? Grab the hockey stick. This is an awesome match so far. Like, just well-paced. This whole card tonight, it's been well-paced. There's nothing that's been... Everything tonight has been a great pace, but it hasn't been overly... Oh, God. I knew something was going to go on with that hockey stick sitting back there. It would have been nice if she would have used the other side, like a real hockey stick, but I digress. She does... I know what I'd be saying. Get that bitch out of here with that biggest ball she's ever hit. That's what I would have said. Oh, Christian trying to play defense. 2 minutes for slashing? No, I think... What do they call that again? Butt end? No, that would be just the point. Yeah, slashing would be a good term. But that would have been a 5 because that would... Low sticking. Hooking. We have him earlier? I'll give you that one, Vic, just for the hell of it. Well, I'm not going to say yes. Well, if I say yes or no, it's going to rip open the throat. 2 minutes will be enough. What are we talking about? Tissues? You heard that one. So what are they doing now? Are they going to go find Spike? Because if you were around Saturday, you know Spike's hitting around here. What if Nick Wayne and Killswitch interfere, then the Hardys come to Copeland's rescue? I don't think the Hardys are taking any part of AEW right now. That and the fact Jeff cannot get into Canada. So we're not even going to see that. He's got a nail. Oh, he's got a barbed wire. Yep, barbed wire chair. Yeah, no, the Hardys aren't making it across the border. You know, The Simpsons, when he's trying to buy that big fancy motorhome, and they go do the credit check, and all of a sudden that red light comes up that says only an idiot would sell a car to you. That's pretty much what the border guy would say when they flash Jeff Hardy's ID. Only an idiot would let you across the border. Uh-oh. Actually, this is the best thing about the turtleneck. That's actually the best thing about the turtleneck. You can actually... That's cross-checking. Oh, yeah, here comes Nick Wayne Luchasaurus. We knew this was coming. Ah, survive. Well, the nails across the face. That. All right. The Canadian Heroes, let's go. We just got a new feud starting here. Well, I guess it's an old feud because Garcia still got something with... That's smart. That's smart. If you're going to give an Impaler DDT to somebody on some... on a thing of barbed wire, make sure he's wearing a mask. And Wade just kicked him right in the head. The hell is Copeland doing? And Bernard's like, yeah, no, I'm out. Looks like one of our local promoters anytime anybody jumps in his match. Why are you shoving Nick Wayne back in the ring? I know what they're doing. They're going to beat up on those two just to see if Christian will quit. Christian will say, no, I don't have anything. I want anything to do with these guys. This is where Beth needs to come out, but I know she's on a Legends contract. Oh, and Christian landed perfectly in that corner. I love it. So this is how they're going to do it? I don't mind that. Spike! 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 They got to get the pop of having it come out, so. Oh! Oh, those shattered dreams. Two, three, four. Wow. Pretty sure Kill Switch is holding on to the cuffs. I think that's what they were talking about. What the? He wouldn't let him hit him in the head. We knew there'd be an overrun. Oh, that was great storytelling. Well, if they're smart, instead of making it the main event, you bring it out right now. That way you don't have to clean up. You get that street fight out with the ladies, right? Wow. Folks, for an episode of Dynamite, this was absolutely insane. I don't know if you really want to call yourself a two-time champion. You had the title for like 5 minutes. So now they got to clean up the ring in a hurry and set it up for our Rampage matches. Oh, God. And Jay's in all white. Yeah, if you guys didn't hear, Darby legit broke his ankle or broke his foot. So he has to put off the climbing to Everest for 1 year. Because there's only one little time frame that you're able to climb it safely. So I almost think that Darby might not even show up for 1.5 years. Oh, God. You got to know Renee's loving this. Is there ever a time to climb it safely? Yes. I love the outfit change. Hey, it's supposed to be theoretically, well, it's supposed to be theoretically 2 different shows, right? No rap tonight? You notice they're using this as cleanup time? This is great. This is really Rampage, yes. They, just for this week, they're actually they're running it back to back, right? This time is Raw Insanity, yeah. I got a feeling some of this wrestler in action is not going to say. He's going to say it's weird to play the promo after the main event like that. Well, they got to clean up the ring somehow, right? I got a feeling they're only going to have the 2 matches tonight. Because, well, let's face it. It's 8:11 right now. That street fight's going to take 15 minutes. The tag tournament's match is probably going to take at least 10. This promo is probably going to go to a quarter after. I know it's the fastest hour of wrestling, but even then, they can't keep up with it. The Shibata match will be a squash in a minute. Yeah, like, they might not even have it, to be honest. That's why they're Ring of Honor. Nice. Wow. Wow. I love this. I love the fact that they're actually using the potential of having... Wow! I love the fact when they have a sold-out house like this, they're showing it off. Okay, get the hell out of there. Let's go. We got matches to do. As soon as they're past the ramp, the next match gotta go. Let's go. There it is. There's the graphic. I still can't believe the infantry beat FTR. And the fact that Mark Briscoe's the one that cost the House of Black the chance. And now Briscoe's going for the ROH World title against Eddie Kingston at Supercard of Honor WrestleMania Friday. Yeah, it's already quarter after, so yeah, these are going to have to go quick tonight. I love the color coordination here, though. Sorry, you're used to, you know that moment that you're so used to doing this, and then all of a sudden, you got another hour. You're like, whoa, hold on here. Normally, I would be upset about Sting keeping the title and not having any continuity here. But it almost feels like this makes sense. With Sting going out on top the way he did. And this very well could be the way to get your Bucks versus FTR 3 or 4. Callis trying to get the get well soon Kenny side. I love it. I love it. I'm really, it really gets to me the fact that they're actually using Tommaso Ciampa's NXT theme for Don Callis. Sorry, I guess that's a little bit of inside baseball. Tommaso Ciampa, when he turned heel on Gargano, he requested that he have no entrance music because he literally wanted the boos of the crowd to be his entrance music. He was already going for the pockets. I'm surprised. Uh-oh. God damn! I love Willie Hobbs' spine buster. Gosh damn, that's a good shot. Like I expect, Cobb. I am now a fan. Yeah, well, Hobbs has always had an interesting story. He's had the similar kind of story. I believe the best way to explain it is similar but opposite of Wardlow. Oh my God, the hardest part of the ring! And I love the fact I get to listen to Mike Menard here, so... Because Mike's actually very good on commentary. He used to do AEW Dark with Paul White. Or Dark Elevation, sorry, with Paul White. Hobbs is such a cool guy. I can just imagine. It's one thing I find about AEW, like, yes, we've had some dicks, and I do know one in particular that just moved into WWE just recently and now is on the shelf for another 4 months. Which Drew McIntyre is toasting like he's a baguette. But for the most part, everybody at AEW just seems to be like such a great person. Like I know we've had multiple people here from AEW here in the last while. Roasting very well too. Yeah, like this is perfect toasty here. Like seriously, if WWE finds a way not to side McIntyre and Drew Galloway shows up at All In, I will absolutely lose my gourd over that. Like, that will be the Cody Rhodes to WWE move. What is the ROH next big show? Supercard of Honor is in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from Friday. Jesus. Drew didn't resign. No, as far as we can hear, he hasn't resigned yet. They're just pushing the hell out of him right now to convince him to get in there. But yes, ROH is up. You were talking about ROH. There is another show coming up tomorrow. They run their shows Thursday at 7 Eastern on their Honor Club channel. I know one of the biggest matches they got this week is Rachel Ellering taking on Hikaru Shida. Match I'm really interested in checking out. At Supercard of Honor, we're getting Shida versus Athena for the Women's Championship. And we're getting Mark Briscoe and Eddie Kingston for the Men's Championship. So that's going to be a little bit all right, as I've heard from some people before. I'm hearing people talk about, yeah, we should do Dynamite Rampage more often. Here's the funny thing, folks. And just let me throw this out here. And once again, this is another I don't really want to, but I'm going to anyway. Crap on the other program. Does this feel like a 3-hour program right now? Do you feel like you're 2.5 hours in to a 3-hour program? Because if you ask me, the answer is no. No, not at all. You're feeling like you're maybe 2 hours in. Because it's all wrestling. It's all action. It's like you don't have time to analyze stuff. You don't have time to overly... The more you got to sit out and analyze stuff, the more you got to sit down and think about stuff. Oh, I know it'd be my fault. I'll take full blame for this. So just a reminder that Rampage is on every Friday at 10 Eastern on the TSN Plus in Canada. So, except for this week, of course, because it's on right now. And quite often they do call this the fastest hour of wrestling, because usually what they'll do if they get a chance, they will do the entrances for these guys as part of the they'll do the entrances on YouTube, so that literally show starts, bell rings, they're going, right? It's the advantage of being part of a taped show. This one's live, so you don't get that chance. Sucks we don't get any more AEW wrestling until next week. We get ROH tomorrow, but we don't get AEW until next... Oh my... Trying to make him humble. Hobbs just said nope. Nope. Wow. Did you see that? By the way, once again, I'm glad I converted somebody into AEW a little bit more here. But I'll say this before and I'll say it again. AEW, once you get into it, it's a lot of fun to watch. And I found the niche for myself. Like, don't get me wrong, I do love the WWE product, but I can watch it on VOD and watch it. Like, you can speed through a lot of that stuff, right? Because as much as there are a lot of great promo segments, there is a lot of fluff. All right, Bucks and Private Party next week. Yeah, they just talked about it. That's the original 1-8 matchup that they had. AEW's high budget indie. That means it has its flaws, but it's definitely not a bad thing by age. Absolutely. And it's the thing. Do you need a polished product? Do you need that level of... Oh, God. Oh, God. Fletcher's face. Seriously. That was... Wow. And now they're going to get what they need. Ugh. Hobbs running them over. Because the thing is, if you're going to get such a polished product, you're also going to get a sterile product eventually. Because if you're... Ha! Hey, Noel Taken, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, like, that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I don't mind, you can screw things up in a match, but number one, don't screw up your finish. Number two, don't try to fix up a botch you already did. Just move on to something else. And number 3, listen to your crowd. High budget indies are famous for that. Just listen to your crowd. Tag team beach break. Attaboy. Fletcher takes out Baretta. I'd love to see Fletcher get this pin here. By the way, how you doing, OL Taken, tonight? We're just checking out AEW Rampage here, just off the heels of a... God! Fletcher's bleeding again? Hey, what's the biggest messed up finish you can... Oh. There's been a lot. There's been a lot, I remember. A lot of indie stuff. I would have to say, I don't know if it was intentional or not. Actually, it was intentional. But the biggest botched ending I find, and I think it's possibly Triple H's fault, WrestleMania 19, Triple H and Booker T. Booker T hits the pedigree and takes 28 seconds to go get the cover. And Booker has to sell it for all 28 seconds. I could get hit with a... how's the show been? No, it's freaking-tastic. Now we got a hell of a match here right off the bat here for Rampage. Cassidy and Baretta, I did not expect that. I thought it was definitely going to be the team of Hobbs and Fletcher. But here's the thing. Now we're getting everything. There's going to be no post celebrations. We're going to see a lot of just quick. And just like mentioned in the chat earlier, the Shibata match should take all of about 30 seconds, if not more, or if not less. Shibata should just basically walk the floor with this guy. I assume they're going to get some locals in here. I like to see who the locals are, though. Because I'm assuming we're going to get some locals here in Edmonton when they come for Dynamite Rampage here on May 12th. Wrestling is just in such a good spot right now. Like, it's pretty fantastic to watch. And if you get your niche and you find something that you really enjoy, it just breezes right through. And speaking of breezing right through, once we're done here, we'll probably take about a 2 or 3 minute break as I get the old Xbox set up here. And then we're going to get into WWE 2K24 Week 4 of my GM as we are on the go-home show to Hell in a Cell. So we're going to have a really good main event tag team match, as long as that goes stupid. Cody Rhodes and Kofi Kingston are going to be teaming up with going up against the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the undisputed WWE Champion Gunther, and his tag team partner, the Mighty Argus. Basically, Ivar if he had muscles. So that's going to be our main event match on the card here tonight. So, coming up Saturday is going to be the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view. We're going to be doing that in lieu of Collision. It's not going to, since there's no Collision on Saturday. So around 9 o'clock Eastern, that's when we're already done your proving grounds of my faction, Loving Online. I'm looking to get into it a little bit later on. I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm horrible at playing the game myself. That's why I love the GM mode, because it gets to use the best tool that I have, and that's right here. once we're done the first cycle here and get to the first Mania, I want to switch it up and maybe do the My Rise storyline, one or the other, and then we'll go into season 2, then back to the other My Rise, season 3. Basically, I want to run through these all the way to WWE 2K25. It was really nice. The first night we were doing it, we actually had one of the programmers for 2K24 GM. He actually popped into our stream just to say hello and came to watch what we were doing, and it was really cool. And a lot of the feedback that they took from us, they're actually looking at possibly adding into a future patch here. So as we're coming back from the break here, we should have already in the ring, and Shibata's on his way down. They give you so much content to keep you busy till the next game. Absolutely. Like, well, we're running 1 week, but basically 2 weeks, 2 weeks in the game for every week that we have. So it's going to take us 3 months basically to get through an entire cycle of, I still can't get over this. Shibata Ospreay next Wednesday. Like we had Shibata Danielson. All right, favorite old school wrestler, favorite modern wrestler, favorite female wrestler. Ooh. Big KM, former Impact wrestler. Like KM must have been like 2020. I'll get to your question 1 second, Darkseid. Darkseid. Jesus. I don't think Shibata's going to wait long on this one. One of my favorite old school wrestlers, my default answer is Redacted. I've made no bones about it. I met Redacted before he did his stupid things and, the stuff outside the ring, but inside the ring, he was absolutely one of my favorites. If you want to go old school, I'm going to go Big Boss Man, Ray Traylor. Because he was a big guy who could move just like me. Favorite modern wrestler? Honestly, I don't have one right now. Like, there's nobody I'm just sitting down to watch. Because as far as I'm concerned, oh, there we go. That's how you get rid of a big guy real quick. There's the PK. There's the pin. Yeah, that was going to be quick. For me, when it comes to modern wrestlers, both male and female, it's all about matchups. Because you can have the best wrestler in the world, but if he can't do matchups, if he has horrible matchups, you're not going to do anything. So I don't know if I really have a favorite that I enjoy right now. It changes so often. I will say this, though. When it comes to female wrestlers, I will never forget the Seidel, Bart, okay. Just enough time to get everybody out of the ring. That's great. The last time they were in Edmonton here, just the overall presence of Dr. Britt Baker when she came out. Let's face it, the women's matches 9 times out of 10 were being bathroom breaks. How about who do you like? What? That's the thing, Noel, take it. I don't like watching these straight squash matches like what we're watching right now. You notice I'm talking about a whole bunch of other things as we're going along here. I want to see good matchups. I want to see good storytelling. I want to see good booking, basically. For me, you can have some of the best wrestlers in the world, but if your booking is crap, then you really don't want to watch the product. Like the best example I can give that right now is for every week that The Rock comes out to do his spiel on taking up 20, 25 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it is, it makes me want to less and less watch that main event, which I honestly still feel should be Io and Bayley. Like, I'll watch an Io Skye Bayley match over that tag match anytime, just for the fact that it's a better story. The fact that Seth is basically shoehorned into this matchup without Drew being anywhere near it, it just... I get where they're trying to go. It's just not worth my time to get invested in. Give me something that will make me feel like I get invested in here. If you're like me with I love of NFL, I don't have a favorite team. I just want to see a damn good game. Well, I'm a Bills fan. The reason I'm a Bills fan is my first game I ever watched was wide right against the Giants, which makes this year especially painful for the fact we had a wide right end our season again. But I digress. Bayley has been undermined ever since she won the Rumble. Yeah, like, everybody wants that as a main event match, and WWE just said, no, we got something bigger. And I found it so funny. Like, it was... where was I? I was watching... I'll get to that in a second here. When I was watching Bayley come out, her first promo as a face, it was so funny because I literally popped for the fact that she actually wore tights again. I know I was messaging Kayla when that first promo came out, when she came out as a face, she was actually... Because she's been wearing the baggy pants the whole time, because, well, the 13-year-old me, there's, tights over pants. I won't go any further than that. With Mone and AEW, who's to say Bayley will follow her? I got to feel the next 3 years, we're going to have roster shifts all over the freaking place. A's going to go B, B's going to go C every day. Yeah, absolutely. A's going to go to B, B's going to go to C, C's going to go to A. We're going to see shifts all over the freaking place here. Like, we're going to need a scorecard. Here's the thing. The best thing that can happen for the wrestling business altogether, I see everybody's agreeing Bayley's tights are a lot better right now. So I'm completely on your side here. But honestly, I feel that the best thing that could happen for the tribalism on the internet is to watch everybody shift around. Bayley in shorts. Actually, Vic, did you hear the story about Bayley videoing the tag gear for when she was teaming up with Sasha? Apparently, Sasha had matching gear made up for both her and Bayley. And Bayley said, no, I'm not wearing that kind of gear. I'll wear something close, but I'm not going to wear that kind of gear. And I get it. Some people just feel more comfortable in some outfits than the others, right? But yeah, like, there's a reason Raven never got over. Yeah, she don't play it. You know what? Some people have better style, and I actually like it. I like the change. I like the honestly, like, she's like, it's a focus on the wrestling to me, and it just, Bayley's just such a good wrestler. And that's the part that I don't think wants to get overpassed so much here is she's always been overlooked as the I see her skills more than her body. That's exactly it, Vic. Like, and to me, it's more Bayley's always been that fourth wheel, right? She was the fourth horsewoman to get put up to the main roster. She was the fourth horsewoman to get the title. She's always that. She's like Natty, a newer version of Natty in some ways, where she's there to carry the best stories. Oh God, oh God, oh God. She's always that nice person that's always going to, no matter what, you know that she's going to be there and she's going to produce for you. She's a steady hand, I believe, is the shoot term for it. So, and for me, I simply wish that Bayley would get more respect than what she gets right now, because she's absolutely not getting the respect that she deserves. And the fact that she won the Rumble but is still not going to get that main event spot. I will say, I know I'm being a little hypocritical when I say that a good hand. Exactly, Crowder. But, oh, God. Takeshita literally picked up Romero like that. That was awesome. Oh, there goes your arm. I know I'm being completely hypocritical when I say that Rhea and Charlotte unfortunately got caught in a bad spot where a tag team match was built up for so long and it ended up getting that main event spot and it just felt like it was the right spot. Normally I'm totally against that, but that one was just too good. Like, you had 2 7-star matches, for lack of a better term. I'm not going to give an official ranking on both, but in that range. If you have 2 matches in that range, something has to go last. Say, what is the best visual to end your night? And I think that's pretty much what they were looking for there. And we've already had the Charlotte going over, and it's not going to be the most positive thing in the world. But the vision of having Sammy and KO celebrating in the ring to close out night 1. They're only going to give 10 minutes to the street fight. No. There's a blue thunder bomb. There we go. We're done now. Is Dynamite 3 hours this week? No. Yes and no. Because of the NCAA tournament, Rampage is running late tonight. Rampage is running tonight. There's no wrestling for AEW on Friday or Saturday due to the NCAA tournament. So I just didn't change the graphic up in the corner because, frankly, I've been sick all day. I really didn't think about adding a Rampage graphic, to be honest. We aren't doing this that often right now. We might do it in the future. Except I work every second Friday, so. But, especially on night 2 ended right to... And like I said, it sounds hypocritical for that. But at the same time, it's... Hurry up and pin. Thought you sounded a little... Yeah. I've been fighting a bug all day today. That's why I've been grabbing the tissues all stream. And yeah, I'm just like Chris Jericho. I don't know when to stop. So I wanted to make sure I was here with all you guys because you guys are bringing it. I could last a few hours here. So, and right after the street fight's done, we're gonna take a couple-minute break here. I'm gonna fire up the old Xbox, and we are going to get started with WWE 2K24 GM mode. Like I said, I have one match for the card booked already. I just have to. I have to see what I can do to make things a little better here. I want to try and get us starting to go in a positive direction here. This Saturday is the Hell in a Cell PLE for us. So we got to get everything set up. I want to get these feuds as high as possible so we can blow them off at the pay-per-view or take them another direction here. But yeah, we're... So as we're getting the last commercial break here, sorry, let me just throw it this way for you. What have you thought about the 3 hours of Dynamite tonight? Like we were saying earlier, this does not feel like 3 hours. This feels like a 2-hour show spread out over 3 hours. It's almost like when you're having so much fun, you automatically just, wow, really? We're already 2 hours and 47 minutes into a 3-hour show. And it's not like you're waiting for anything. You're anticipating. I think there's a bit of a difference there. Because I know in many ways, like, I know personally, like, Monday nights we do our Tears of the Kingdom run, right? A lot of what goes into the start time and what we start the stream has to do with the match order at Raw. I subscribe to Fightful Select and I do get an early run sheet. And I basically get to see, okay, roughly what's going on when. And if there's nothing that's going to turn my fancy in the first hour, we start early. This week, I thought we were going to get a decent promo out of Cody. Well, in shock value ways, we did. But it really was a nothing promo other than we'll see you Friday. Which, I don't know if I really expected anything more than that because they just have to get it through another 2 weeks here. Once that promo finished, you literally, if you go back and check, I literally hit the starting screen just as the promo ended. So odds are we'll probably be a little earlier next week just because I don't expect a whole lot going on for Raw. Next week, the week after will be a little bit more heavy duty as they get into setting up Mania for the Go Home show. But also at the same time, they have to counter program against the NCAA final, which is going to be on that day. So. It's going to be interesting to see what goes on here the next few weeks. I know that the Collision's coming back in 2 weeks. But once again, they have in the States they have a lot to counter program against. So I am loving these new video packages now. It's just clip, 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 clip. Okay, here's your 5 seconds to understand what's going on here. And let's go. Like we were talking about earlier, that it's hard to figure out what you're getting for... Like, there's not a lot of storyline involved, but the stuff that they need to tell you about, they will show you here. They got 9 minutes. Well, they're bleeding because they're wearing white. I love how Stokely's in the middle of that picture there. Once again, another outfit change. I still will not get over the fact that Sky Blue actually made the comment public that nobody recognizes her when she wears pants. Who ended up winning Edge versus Christian? Edge ended up giving Christian, who was handcuffed in the corner, he gave him spike to the balls, and he threatened to hit him in the head and gave him, Christian quit. It sucks that she has such a great entrance, but it's taking the time up of the match. She knows her fan base, yeah. Was that a TNT title match? Yes. So Adam Copeland is now a two-time TNT champion. We actually had a Bruins Maple Leafs hockey fight in the penalty box. Somebody actually wore a Bruins jersey, which Copeland stole, put on Christian. Copeland put on the Leafs jersey, and they had a hockey fight and a turtle in the bench. I love Julia's entrance. Just tonight, it's just, we have no time. Game Time Art is my hero some days. Just posted, he doesn't know if he could be a baseball fan if its top star is a degenerate gambler. But we'll try with an MLB The Show stream at 10 o'clock. We'll probably end up rating him after we're done our WWE 2K24 stream as we're done here. So, what the hell are they doing? Julia's caught in a chair. That is a whole new verb. Oh, I thought she was going to do a splash. That would have killed her. That's gotta suck. And Skye's been out of it all the way here. They screwed up the table. You always throw the table in upside down. I take it no run over. Usually not. With Rampage, you usually don't get it, but they might get a 5-minute run over tonight. I know Dynamite had a 5-minute run over, and then they went to Rampage. There they go. They just announced we'll stay with the action as long as it takes. Also, the thing about Rampage is not 95% of the time it's pre-taped. Like, we have well, Skye's dead. They usually this is normally the time that Rampage runs. They just usually keep it on tape and then... No, don't do this on... I was going to say, don't you dare do a table spot in picture-in-picture. Like, come on, guys. Oh, God, they are. Jesus. Pin her now. Piss everybody off. Finish the match picture-in-picture. They've done it once in the history of AEW. They've had one pinfall in the middle of picture-in-picture. Why not make it two? I just appreciate that the violence has got a whole different level here. It's gone sort of a different direction than what happened here in the I Quit match. During the I Quit match, there was a lot more play outside, and then you get your build up to your big spots. Here, it's just, we're just gonna unload everything right now. Pretty much they don't have any chance not to, because it's, well, frankly, it's 10:57 Eastern, 10:58 Eastern. I love how they're setting up tables and Julius just randomly decided to throw chairs in the ring. I'd assume that Statlander's going through that table. This guy's getting worn out. Ooh, Hart's changed the tides here. Uh-oh. When you set it up, you're going through it typically. Or could there be a point where they actually don't, where they don't even use it? Could you imagine the disappointment? The only other reason I say Statlander's going through it is because, well, let's face it, Hart and Blue aren't big enough to really break a table. It's almost like bouncing on it instead of breaking it. Why would Julia... sometimes logic defies me a little bit here. Oh, God. Julia just unloading with that chair. Now Skye with the chair. Okay. Jesus! That's gotta suck. That's totally gotta suck. I don't care if that's in the right spot. That had to hurt. There's more in Skye's trunks than Darby's body. And he breaks plenty of tables. Fair enough. Give me that one. The hell are you doing, Willow? You got two tables there. Now you're going to go for a third? Oh, that's how Willow's go. Okay. Skye's bleeding. That code red on the announce table. The announce table said, hell no. Now Statlander's going to go through that table. Has to. Code blue right on the top of the table. Watch this be glass. Really? Actually, this makes sense why Skye would be wearing, Statlander be wearing full white. Oh, God. Cheeky Dad does off the turn. Oh, no. That's why she did it. Ow. Oh. You think they're wearing the shirt? They'll take a piece of the hit. Oh, I hope Statlander didn't choke on any of them. I love you guys. I love you guys in the chat. Real Glass, cry me a river. Don't make me send you to New Japan, guys. Oh, Skye's going through the table. Oh, here he is. Wow. Wow. Well, these ladies are going. Oh, you can tell the referee saying, go home. We got a minute. We should go watch TJ versus Buddy Cruising. Oh, God. I don't want to watch that Penelope Cruz and Buddy. Ow. Wow. You notice what Robert said there? This fight, not this match. And once again, Statlander takes an L. So this could be with all due respect, ultimate kudos to all four of these ladies. Like, they did an absolute fantastic. Like, the whole 3 hours of wrestling tonight was just great. Even the quote unquote jobber matches with KM taking on Shibata and Rocky Romero and Takeshita. Fantastic matches all the way across the board. It's going to be fun taking those tacks out after for Statlander. They killed it tonight. Should have been on Dynamite. You know what? Tonight, honestly, these street fights are well known to be on Rampage. Like that TJ versus Buddy Cruz, what you're talking about, that was on Rampage. I think the only street fight that wasn't on Rampage that was that level of brutality, you're looking at Thunder Rosa Britt Baker on St. Patrick's Day Dynamite there that one time. But most of them, they do quite a few on Rampage, these brawls like this, because they can always cut and paste whatever they need to on different things. So, but overall tonight, just absolutely fantastic, top to bottom. 3 hours of wrestling that blew right by. Let's face it, 3 hours and 5 minutes, which they had the carryover, everything added up. Everything was great. Like, it was absolutely a lot of fun for us to watch tonight. So, yeah, normally, like, talking to a guy from production here, you typically, these kind of fights, if you can, you want to tape them and not release them live, for the fact that if there's anything seriously wrong that they need to fix, you can actually chop X and Y out and like go to a commercial, and it'll work out better that way. AEW doesn't do a lot of that just because it's picture in picture and whatnot, so it just makes a lot of sense. But